Go and get yourself this thing. They should try and link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz. What this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking. Go and hit me on the celly. Try some.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground with Foster. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Check number 19. Check number 19. I got one. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hurt. Big stop. Let's go.
To throw on second down, Watts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Tyree Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kick is...
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Steelers 7, Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They run, it's Foster. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3?
From the gun, Watts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run on first down. McGee. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now Jackson on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Play action. Watts eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 31 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Keep it up.
first and 10. Watts got an open man. It's Foster. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 58 to Mike, 58. It's me and you. It's just me and you. 58 to Mike. I got you.
Operating from the gun, Watts. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards.
First down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Second and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's McGee.
Pass.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown,
From
Pittsburgh.
17 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A first down carry for Foster. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Foster. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. That's out to the left and complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. A shotgun handoff now, Foster. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. From the gun, Watts steps away to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
On first down, Watts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. That's right, they don't want it. 58.
Looking to throw on second down. Watts. And incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Watts. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson now. He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. They find some open field here. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
15-yard line.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He was just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Broncos 7.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Check. Crash. Slam. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 3. 70 Ranger.
To throw on 3rd down. Watts. Open man, here's Foster. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in with Foster. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
The 2-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down now. It's McGee. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On 1st down, Foster. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Watts flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 1st down. Watts flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Danny, how sweet. Mike 79 Bronco. Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. From the gun, Watts escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Watts. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Double dog. That's the way. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Mike's 50. Target. Mike 50.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll toss to Harris, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels again.
See if they do that. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Jackson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing now is Jackson. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Fourth down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run on first down. It's Foster. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
By number 4.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Second down and 5. They'll go again with Foster. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Third and 5.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines. But then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown to win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll try the left side. McGee, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Jackson's pass.
Open to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Decision time now on 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my number 1 play with my number 1 runner over my number 1 blocker. Get me the first down. But some may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st down, Foster. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That didn't appear to be a designed safety blitz. I think he was just going off instinct.
I love the way you described that because I'm thinking along with you. I'm not sure that was designed that way, but he saw an opportunity, gambled a little bit, and made it pay off.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch right, watch right. Hey, check, Mike 50, Mike 50. Record.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Play action. Now Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Off play action. Watts Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Watts, and he can't escape, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Watts looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Crawford. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
play fake. Watts. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. 2 minutes to go in overtime. We will keep playing if we need to. We are all tied up. They'll run on first down. Foster. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Watts. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beaten here, field goal or a touchdown now. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And that is no good. And we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Check 50, check 50. Kill, kill, kill. Back to 60, back to 60.
On first down, Foster. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
With the score still tied.
This is Harris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They run with Harris. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Foster on 2nd down. And all the way down to the 12. A huge play there in overtime. 45 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
Steelers.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip.